Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Motosoul. Hope you guys are doing well. And this is the Interceptor 650. I bought it a few months back. I've done about 5,500 kilometers. I got this second hand. This is a 2022 Interceptor 650. I've done a few mods on the motorcycle, and I didn't really get time to shoot a video and upload on the YouTube channel. But if you follow me on Instagram, you've already seen that I've sold the Hero Impulse. I had a 2011 Hero Impulse. That was my first four-stroke motorcycle. If you're new to the channel, I normally ride the old two-strokes. I have a Java 250. It's a two-stroke motorcycle, two-stroke engine. And the other motorcycles that I have are the RX 100, the Yamaha RX 135. So I'm really into old motorcycles, and the reason I got the Interceptor is also because of the same reason. It is a retro styled motorcycle, has that retro look, and all the chrome is there on the motorcycle. This is the Mark II edition. This is called the Mark II. Has a chrome tank with the red color, and before this, before 2021, you used to get a black tank with, the black center tank. That it would be painted black in the center, and it would have chrome on the left and right side. So this, really like this beautiful color, and I was looking for an Interceptor since I rode one in 2019. It was a Royal Enfield ride, and I did about 200 kilometers on the Interceptor. And since then, I always wanted to own one. And I was planning for other motorcycles. I just wanted to experience a twin motorcycle. I was planning for the RD350, but RD350 is more like a collector's motorcycle now. It's not meant to, abuse, or not meant to ride it on short rides or even long rides. If you're just using it as a commuter or just a city bike, it would be a great motorcycle. But I usually go on short rides on weekends. So I wanted a twin motorcycle. I wanted to experience it. So here it is. And I've done a few mods. I made a list of all the mods that I was interested in, and then I planned it accordingly. I'll make a separate video on all the mods that I've done, but just to give you a short walk around of the motorcycle, we'll just start it. We'll start the mods from the front. So I got the LED mini projector, and I got this from Dorvent. I don't know if that's how I pronounce it, but it's. I got this for about 2,500 rupees, and it's very bright. This is a clear lens headlight. Normally, the Interceptor that you get after 2023 and 24, you have a LED headlight, but that LED headlight is not as good as we expected to. So this used to come with a halogen bulb. So I've installed the mini LED, and we have the Royal Enfield touring mirrors. These are far better than the stock ones that you get on the motorcycle. I also installed the tall fly screen, custom number plates, and have LED indicator bulbs and LED taillight bulb as well. And then we installed the SUM card, obviously the crash guard, and also we have the Royal Enfield, the Shirodo radiator guard. So this is an oil-cooled motorcycle, so it doesn't really heat up on long rides or rides when you're on the highway or when you are on the open road, but it tends to heat up in the city. And we also installed the handlebar switch from a classic 350 500, so you get the headlight switch. Normally on from factory you do not get the switch to control the headlight or turn it on or to turn it off. So we install that. We have a Meteor 350 handlebar. I don't like the stock Interceptor 650 handlebar. It's very far for my liking. So this is from the Meteor 350. And we've got the handlebar mount for the mobile. And we've installed BMC air filter. I'll shoot a video of the performance air filter as well. And if you just want me to sum it up, it's a very good upgrade. Before installing the aftermarket exhaust, I installed the air filter so I could understand if there is a bump in power, and the bike feels very smooth. It breathes freely. So BMC air filter is worth the money. And then we also have the LED tail light bulb. As I said, we have a rear seat luggage. This is a luggage carrier. This is from Grand Pit Stop. And these are the exhaust. These are the AEW 201. So it has that Triumph kind of look, has that beautiful Bonnie look. So before getting the Interceptor, I was planning to get a Triumph Bonville, but it's not that I mean, it doesn't make sense for me to get a Triumph Bonville, which is 5 years or 7 years old, and then you need to, the maintenance on the Triumph Bonville is quite a bit high. And these are the stock Seat tires that the bike came with. And this exhaust from the AEW 201 are the most underrated exhaust, in my opinion. I was planning to get the PowerAge exhaust, but I did a small ride on an Interceptor which had these 201 exhaust, and it sounds absolutely beautiful. And these are without the baffles as of now. You get a set of baffles that are quite loud, but you can also go for a stock, another pair of my baffles that the AEW sells, and that sound just like the stock motorcycle. So I got those as well. And I'm surprised that these are very underrated exhaust. I'll have the exhaust note of this motorcycle as well, and then we'll just ride it in a couple of seconds. So that's for the mods, but there are many mods that I'm missing as of now. The plan and the idea was to do that kind of mod that would affect performance, or at least it should improve comfort. And आइडिया ये था कि गाड़ी में मॉड्स करे तो भी ऐसी दिखना कि नहीं करे जैसा कुछ भी, मतलब अपने को मॉड्स करके दिखाना नहीं है, स्टैंड आउट करना नहीं है, अपने को गाड़ी ऐसे मॉड्स करना है जो ज़्यादा ड्रास्टिक नहीं रहते, बट ऑल्सो help in the comfort and everything. And this is one of the best mods that I've done. These are the rear footrest pillion relocators. So the stock foot peg installs here, and we moved it 4 inches from the original position, I guess. And you also have a position to move it further, but as you move further आपको सामने मतलब राइडर के फुट पैक पे लगता हो. So the chrome variant requires a lot of maintenance, but it's all worth it. Let's get onto the motorcycle and start riding. And I also forgot to mention this model comes with the black rims. So I swapped those for the silver ones. I like the silver rims on the chrome tank. I think this looks a lot more better than the black ones. It looks beautiful from every angle since it has that retro look. This is the most affordable 650 that you can get in India, and it's also the slowest 650 as they call it, but I don't mind it being slow. I mean, it's not that slow, but if you compare it with any 600cc, it's very slow and it's also very heavy. I like the twin pod speedometer. It sounds absolutely beautiful. ये दोनों जो एनालॉग नीडल्स है, ये जब एक साथ चलते हैं मेरे को वो बहुत खूबसूरत दिखता. You don't really have a lot of information in the speedo if you expect to have a lot of things like the clock. वो तो basic है, it should have been there, but I like the simple look of the speedometer. So as I said, I was planning to get the PowerEdge exhaust, but I found that to be very loud without the baffles at high RPM. With the AEW 201, these are not very loud, even if you are at 6000 or 7000 RPM. आवाज़ रही तो गाड़ी में ऐसी रहना कि वो आवाज़ से मतलब सामने वाले को क्रिंज फील नहीं होना, मतलब ऐसा चिड़चिड़ापना नहीं होना. आवाज़ सुने तो अच्छा दिखना, नहीं तो आवाज़ नहीं रहना बेहतर है. डाउनशिफ्ट्स तो बहुत ब्यूटीफुल है ये एग्जॉस्ट पे. सो दीज एग्जॉस्ट आर वेरी साइलेंट इफ़ यू कंपेयर इट विद द अदर एग्जॉस्ट. दूसरे एग्जॉस्ट में तो बहुत ज़्यादा आवाज़ आती, इसमें उतनी आवाज़ नहीं है. एंड इफ़ यू राइड इट एट लोअर RPMs, इवन कॉप्स को भी कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं होती. ये ट्विन एग्जॉस्ट और ये अपना ट्विन मोटरसाइकिल की बात ही अलग रहती, वो सिंगल सिलेंडर में कभी ला नहीं सकते. और ये जो निडल्स एक साथ चलते हैं ना, वो तो नेक्स्ट लेवल है. मतलब मेरे को सबसे ज़्यादा पसंद ये चीज़ है, वो न्यू सुपर मीटियोर 650 एंड द बेयर 650, ऑल दोज मोटरसाइकिल्स हैव अ सिंगल स्पीडोमीटर एंड विद अ ट्रिपोमीटर. तो वो मेरे को उतने मतलब पसंद नहीं है. दोज आर ऑब्वियसली मॉडर्न, बट ये रेट्रो स्टाइल स्पीडोमीटर बहुत खूबसूरत है. सो आई हैव बीन प्लानिंग टू गेट अ ट्विन मोटरसाइकिल सिंस फॉर एवर, लेकिन RD350 प्लान था. ऑब्वियसली यू कैन नॉट कंपेयर एन RD350 विद अ एलिफेंट 650, बट वो गाड़ी मतलब अभी ज़्यादा चलाने की नहीं है. उसको स्पेयर पार्ट्स का इशू है. यू डोंट रियली हैव गुड मैन्युफैक्चरर्स हु आर who are making the spare parts for the RD350. And I also wanted a motorcycle that I could do short or long rides on, and you cannot really do that without spending a lot of time, effort, money, and getting the spare parts is a pain. So the Interceptor 650 made a lot of sense. I don't really enjoy the GT ka handlebar and the riding position of the GT 650. I always like the upright stance, and I think GT looks a lot more better. बहुत खूबसूरत है, दिखने में भी बेटर है, राइडिंग पॉस्चर भी अच्छा है, बट थोड़े लॉन्ग राइड्स के लिए मेरे को उतना कंफर्टेबल नहीं दिखती. इंटरसेप्टर इज़ more comfortable, more practical for me. Everything on this bike is inspired from the Triumph Bonneville. It's I mean, सबको मालूम है वो. It's just that this being a Royal Enfield, it's easy to get spare parts. You can get it from your local market, and it's easily available outside. You can order it online, and you can get it done at a service center. So Triumph Bonneville से obviously you cannot compare it, but the experience is better on the Royal Enfield, and it's also very cheaper if you compare it. I'll make a separate video on the AEW exhaust as well, क्योंकि उसमें वो पूरे मफलर्स के साथ, पूरे baffles के साथ मैं एक वीडियो शूट करता हूँ. The stock baffle that the exhaust come with, and also the silent baffles. Like I said, this is the slowest 650 as well as the cheapest 650 in India. You can get a good motorcycle for about 2.5 to 2.8 lakhs. You can also get it for about 2 lakhs, but उसमें ज़्यादा गाड़ी चली हुई रहती, ज़्यादा abused रहती. It's better to get a clean bike. This bike was ridden about 2,500 kilometers when I got it. Now it's about 7,500 or so. Got one service done. The next service is due at 10,000 kilometers or in March 2025. And so far the experience has been great. I had to change the rectifier. गाड़ी लेने के बाद वो ही एक चीज़ कराया मैं सर्विस में. It was replaced under warranty. The bike is still under warranty, and I have I guess 4 years of warranty in total, or 40,000 kilometers. I need to buy the extended 5th year warranty as well. Okay, warranty on an RE bike is the most important thing that you would want. Okay, RE is known for issues, and obviously this bike also comes with certain issues from factory, but that's how you live with it. I mean, you cannot really expect a Royal Enfield to make a bike that has no issues. Even the Triumph Bonneville has issues. आजकल के हर बाइक में इशू है. It's not that it should be like that, but that's how it is. Let me know in the comment section below if you like the new motovlog setup, because I've upgraded my camera from a GoPro 6 Hero Black. Now I'm using the DJI Action 5 Pro along with the DJI Mic Mini. So this is a complete wireless setup. I have 2 mics inside my helmet today, and this is a complete waterproof setup, so the camera is not exposed to anything. It has all that all the covers are there, all the gaskets are there, so water won't go inside. If you compare it with the GoPro Hero 6, it's far more better, obviously. But even if you compare it with the GoPro 13, it's better than the GoPro. GoPro has a lot of issues. I've faced many in the Hero 6 Black. Past 4,000 RPM, this exhaust sound beautiful, and the downshifts are the best. हैदराबाद में ट्रैफिक तो इतनी हो गई, कौन सी भी गाड़ी लेके निकलना ही बेकार है। आई नॉर्मली राइड दिस बाइक वंस अ वीक, लिटरली वंस अ वीक, वो भी या तो सुबह में या तो रात में। ये सिटी में तो चला ही नहीं सकते। आई थिंक इट्स 8:30 in the morning and we have this kind of beautiful traffic around the city, in every part of the city. So as I said, वो BMC एयर फिल्टर से भी बहुत फ़र्क आया। BMC इंस्टॉल करने के बाद I've got very good performance and it is far more responsive, the throttle is better. And as for the mileage मेरे को fuel economy almost 30 on the highway. It even gives 32 on the highway, but it also depends on how you ride. I normally ride on 100, 110 or 80 to 100 SM is what I'm comfortable with. And in the city it gives you about 25 in the city traffic. मेरे को 25 से नीचे नहीं आया अभी तक तो माइलेज। That growl, that beautiful exhaust. You cannot compare it with any single cylinder. Obviously it's very heavy, 210 kgs कुछ है शायद, या 215 kgs, and with a full tank I think it will go about 225 230 kilos, but it's not bad. I mean, I weigh about 52 kgs and I'm able to ride it easily. Obviously it's not made for off-road riding. Off-road में तो मैं 2-3 बार गिरते गिरते बचा. It's too heavy for off-road riding. The first mod that I've done on the motorcycle is this handlebar switch, and the second was the handlebar, because I didn't really like the stock Interceptor handlebar. This is very comfortable. All the mods that I've done, I've researched every little bit and I've set a budget of all the mods that I wanted to do. Obviously it went over budget as expected, but at least I have everything in place. I mean, जो करना था बस मैं खाली वो प्रायोरिटी रख के उसको उस पर स्पेंड करा, हर चीज़ पे स्पेंड नहीं करा obviously. And if you notice, even with the baffles out, the exhausts are very silent when you are riding about 2000-3000 RPM, 60, 80. Even the cops won't notice you. You have twin horns on this motorcycle and it's very loud. Let me know in the comment section below if you want more videos on the Interceptor 650, and if you have any recommendations or any suggestions, please do hit me up. And that being said, let's end this vlog with a beautiful exhaust note, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Until then, ride hard and ride safe.